In this tutorial video, we're going to go through using the offset tool in the Vectric Spark software. To get to the offset tool, you'll need to go to the left-hand panel here and go to the offset tool option here. You can see here it has brought up the floating toolbar for the offset tool. And now we can click and drag and move this to where we want in the software, and I'm just going to move it up here so we can see the vectors we'll be using in this tutorial video. Now the first option we're going to use is the offset inside or outside option here. To create the offset vector, you'll need to select the vector you want to create the offset for, and you can then click and drag to create the offset you are looking for. And as you can see here, we have a red line showing where the offset vector will be created, and you can see the value field next to the vector. You can see that the value is decreasing or increasing depending on the gap between the original vector and the vector we are going to create. And then all we need to do is, when we're happy with the gap, is to let go, and you can now see that the vector has been created. So now if I press Command Z on the keyboard to go back to the original vector, we can look at another way of doing this, which is to enter an exact value into that value field. So for example, if we want to create an offset vector at 0.5 inches, we can enter this in to the value field and press enter, and you can see that it has created a vector that distance away. The tool will also remember the last value used, so if we then were to click on the vector we just created again, you can see here that it still remembers that 0.5 inch value, and we could just click on it and it will automatically use that same offset value again. This could be really handy if you were wanting to create an offset pattern. For example, I could just keep clicking the next vector using this same value, and it will start creating a nice pattern effect that I could use with a cut along toolpath to create an effective cut. And again, I'm going to go back to the original vector to look at some different options. So we also have a sharp corners option available. So as you can see now, with it turned off, the offset vector is created with rounded corners. But if we now select the sharp corners option here, and you can see that it's selected as it has now turned blue, and we create an offset vector again, you can see now that it is keeping the sharp corners that were in the original vector we selected. So the next option is the keep original option, and as you can see here, this is currently selected. So if we click off this option, you can now see that it is no longer blue, which means this option is not currently active. So if we were to create an offset vector now, it will actually remove the original vector we selected, and the only vector you will see is the new offset vector. And then if we click this option back on, so it is now blue and it's back on, we can see if we can create another offset vector, it keeps the original vector. Now the next option we're going to look at is the select new option. Now with this option selected, when creating an offset vector, it will select the new vector you have just created afterwards. So I'm just going to remove the select new and sharp corners options off again, and we can look at the next offset option we have, which is offset inside and outside. So I'm going to click this option now to use for the offset tool, and now when we click and drag the offset tool, you can see it is creating both an offset vector on the outside and inside of the vector now, the distance in the value field. And again, we can just click and drag till we have the distance we want for the offset vector, or again we can enter an exact value into the value field, so 0.5 inches, and it will create a offset vector on the outside and inside of that vector, a distance of 0.5 inches. And again, we can use the sharp corner option here, and when we select it, it will now create a sharp corner like the original vector instead of rounding the corners off. And also we can unselect the keep original option again if we do not want the original vector we have selected to stay there once we have created our offset vectors. Now if we go back to the offset inside or outside option, and I'm going to click back on the keep original option, we can now select the text that is in this file and show you how you can use the offset tool with text. So again, you can click and drag to create an offset vector around text. So this can be helpful if you want to create a border around text you have added to your project. And again, if you have a set distance, you can enter this into the value field that is next to the text. Also, with the offset tool, you can select multiple objects. So for example, we could select the text and the vector we have above it here. So for this, I'm going to click and drag across these two objects, and you can now see that they're both selected. And again, we can click and drag, and you can see that the offset tool is creating an offset around all the selected objects. Again, like with the text, this can be really handy when wanting to create borders around multiple objects. I hope you found this tutorial video helpful going through the offset tool in the Vectric Spark software.